Imagine waking up, checking your phone for just 1 minute. 47 minutes disappear. You didn't choose what to watch. The algorithm chose who you became this morning. Every swipe rewired your attention. Every notification trained your brain. And without realizing it, your life slowly became controlled by the next scroll. Today isn't about deleting social media. It's about escaping the invisible loop that's quietly stealing your focus, happiness, motivation, and future. By the end of this video, you'll understand why modern dopamine detox advice no longer works, what's actually happening inside your brain, and the new system thousands are using to finally break free. Number 1. The invisible trap nobody notices. Somewhere along the way, your attention stopped belonging to you. You probably think you're choosing what to watch, but every swipe was predicted before you made it. That's the first illusion the internet sells you. Every major app is competing for one thing, not your money, your attention. Because attention is the most valuable currency on earth. The longer you stay, the more valuable you become. That's why scrolling never really ends. There is no finish line, no natural stopping point. Just one more video, one more headline, one more refresh. Your brain starts expecting the next surprise. And that's where the trap quietly closes. Every unexpected post releases a tiny burst of anticipation. Not satisfaction. Anticipation. The uncertainty keeps you scrolling longer than certainty ever could. Then notifications enter the picture. Each vibration whispers the same message. What if you're about to miss something important? Most of the time, you're not. But your brain still checks. Because modern apps don't react to your habits. They learn them. Every pause, every like, every second you hesitate. The algorithm studies it all. Then it builds a feed that feels impossible to leave. That's why stopping feels strangely difficult. Not because you're weak, because you're playing against systems designed by thousands of behavioral scientists and engineers. And here's the part almost nobody talks about. The scrolling isn't the real addiction. It's the silent rewiring happening every time your thumb moves. And once you understand what it's changing inside your brain, you'll never look at your phone the same way again. Number 2, your brain has been rewired without you knowing. Your brain didn't change overnight. It changed one tiny swipe at a time. Dopamine isn't the feeling of pleasure. It's the promise that something better is coming. That's why your thumb keeps moving. Your brain starts chasing possibilities, not satisfaction. Every swipe whispers, maybe the next one is better. Sometimes it is. Most of the time it isn't. But that uncertainty keeps you hooked. This is called a prediction reward. Your brain craves the chance of something exciting, not the thing itself. That's why short videos feel impossible to stop. Every clip is different. Every second offers something new. Your brain never gets a chance to slow down. Soon, one app isn't enough. You check YouTube, then Instagram, then your notifications, then your email, then back to YouTube again. Not because you need to, because your brain expects another reward. Without realizing it, your attention becomes fragmented. Deep focus starts feeling uncomfortable. Reading a few pages feels exhausting. Work feels heavier than it used to. Even conversations begin competing with your phone. Quiet moments suddenly feel empty. Silence becomes something to escape. Your brain isn't broken. It's simply adapting to constant stimulation. The faster the rewards become, the slower real life begins to feel. And when everything meaningful requires patience, your motivation quietly disappears. This is why so many people feel mentally drained, even after doing almost nothing all day. Number 3, the hidden symptoms everyone thinks are normal. Somewhere along the way, this started feeling normal. You open a book, and your mind asks for your phone. A 5-minute video suddenly feels too long. Silence feels uncomfortable, almost threatening. Eating without a screen seems impossible. Even waiting in line feels unbearable. So you reach for your phone without thinking. Not because you need it, because your brain expects it. You call it a habit, but your brain calls it survival. You forget why you walked into a room. You reread the same sentence 3 times. Your attention disappears after a few minutes. Simple tasks suddenly feel exhausting. Motivation comes, then vanishes. You keep saying, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow keeps moving. Nothing feels exciting for very long. Even your favorite hobbies lose their spark. You feel tired without doing much. Your mind is always busy, but rarely focused. You crave constant background noise, music, videos, notifications, anything but silence. And the moment everything gets quiet, you instinctively unlock your phone. Does any of this sound familiar? Most people think it's a lack of discipline. It isn't. These aren't personality flaws. They're signs your reward system has been overloaded. Your brain has adapted to constant stimulation, which means normal life now feels too slow. So ask yourself one honest question. When was the last time you spent 1 full hour without touching your phone? If you can't remember, that answer may explain more about your life than you realize. Number 4, Dopamine Detox 2.0. Most people don't fail the detox. They fail the system. Deleting apps feels powerful until real life begins again. For a day or two, everything seems under control. Then one notification appears, and the loop quietly returns. Because removing temptation isn't the same as rebuilding attention. That's where Dopamine Detox 2.0 changes everything. It doesn't fight your brain, it trains it. Step 1. Remove the tiny rewards stealing your focus. Turn off notifications that don't truly matter. Stop letting your phone decide when you think. Every buzz is a vote for distraction. Take that power back. Step 2. Schedule moments of intentional boredom. No phone, no music, no endless stimulation. Just 20 quiet minutes with your own thoughts. At first, it feels uncomfortable. That's exactly why it works. Your attention is learning to breathe again. Step 3. Replace cheap dopamine with earned dopamine. Move your body. Read a few pages. Build something. Learn one new idea. Create before you consume. Real satisfaction grows slowly, but it lasts longer. Step 4. Delay the reward instead of chasing it. Check your phone after breakfast. Open social media after meaningful work. Teach your brain that progress comes first. That small habit changes far more than you expect. And finally, the step almost everyone ignores. Stop saying, "I'm addicted." Start saying, "I'm training my attention." Your brain listens to the story you repeat. Every choice strengthens that story. You're not trying to escape technology. You're teaching technology to stop controlling you. And that's the moment the loop finally begins to break. Number 5. Escape the loop forever. The hardest part isn't putting your phone down. It's realizing how much of yourself you've already lost. Recovery doesn't happen in a single morning. It begins with one decision repeated every day. The first change is almost invisible. Your mind becomes a little quieter. The constant urge to check your screen starts fading. Silence no longer feels uncomfortable. It begins to feel peaceful. Then, something unexpected happens. You wake up with real energy, not because you slept longer, but because your brain finally had time to rest. Tasks that once felt impossible become manageable. Your focus stops running in 10 different directions. You finish what you start. Books stop feeling boring. Pages become stories again. Conversations become deeper than notifications. You start hearing people instead of waiting to unlock your phone. Your memory becomes sharper. Ideas stay with you longer. Your confidence grows in quiet ways. Not because life became easier, but because your attention became stronger. Discipline slowly replaces impulse. Patience replaces urgency. The need for constant stimulation begins to disappear. And creativity quietly returns. The ideas you thought were gone were simply buried beneath endless scrolling. This is what real freedom feels like. Not escaping technology, but escaping the need for it every minute. Your phone becomes a tool again, not your master. Every day you protect your attention. You're rebuilding the person distraction tried to erase. Because every scroll is casting a vote, not just for the next video you'll watch, but for the person you'll become. Choose that person wisely.